Good afternoon. If you're a new teacher or a pre-service teacher, one of the questions that may be burning in your mind is, what do I wear? This is something that is actually a frequently asked question, and I don't make fun of it or laugh at it because it's an important thing actually to have the right impression that you make on people when you first meet them. So there's a lot of advice out there. People will tell you to dress professionally. People will tell you to dress up. But what I want you to keep in mind are three things. First of all, your dress needs to be appropriate, which means your dress needs to fit with what you're doing that day. So if you're going into an in-service, I would dress at least business casual and maybe even better. But if you're going in for a work day and you think you might be moving textbooks around, then you'll want to dress for that. So that's kind of important, the appropriateness of your dress. The second word I want you to remember is conservative. Not always a favorite word of young people because they don't maybe want to be thought of as conservative. And that's okay, I understand that. But remember, I had a previous video where I told you it's not about you, it's about the students. So you're going to have to dress conservatively. Make sure that your pants, young men, have a belt so that you're not tugging at them all day. You're going to want young women to make sure that your skirts are long enough and that the neckline of your top is not too low, these kinds of things. So just remember that you're trying to make a good impression and don't want people to criticize your dress. You see, because the worst thing that can happen for a new teacher or for a student teacher is for them to get known for their clothing. Right? I mean, let's say that you're new in a building. You don't want the other people in the building saying, have you seen that new teacher in room 605? You wouldn't believe what she had on today. Blah, 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 blah. But don't even think that they won't do that because they will. So you don't want to get known for the way that you dress. You want to be known for the quality of your work. Think about that. So don't dress in a way that's going to draw a whole lot of attention to you. Also, I had a colleague who has something that he says to the student teachers that he works with. He says, dress like you belong at the front of the room. The message here is that you want to dress differently from the students. This helps a young teacher to be recognizable to anyone who walks in as the teacher. So if you're dressing like the students, you run the risk of being confused with one. So dress in a way that is appropriate, that is conservative, and makes you look as if you belong at the front of the room. Don't draw attention to yourself by dressing in wild and crazy ways. You can always do that later once you've established a reputation as an excellent teacher. Then you can start taking those risks. I hope you have a good afternoon.